Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Absolute Noob here. Today we're going to play Nimbatus, the second part of the tutorial, which is going to be the advanced tutorials, on which the game will show us how to automate things a bit. I've already gone through the tutorials to see how it goes. This way I'm not going to make too much of a fool of myself like I did in the previous tutorial. But I will go through them again to show you what's what and what to do. So let's get going. We've got logic parts will be the first one. So in here the idea is they have turned off the keyboard and we will have to make the ship move autonomously by using an automated button, which is this one here. So we've got the button which will activate on itself, so we don't have to do anything. So let's put the button here. Let's put some fuel just to have it. The bottom will be W, for example, and the thruster will respond to W. So if I'm going to put, let's say, S, and we launch the drone, nothing will happen. The button is outputting, but the control isn't doing anything. I'm pressing W right now, nothing happens. So as I've said, the keyboard is turned off. So let's put it back onto W and be amazed by what the ship can do. It can move in a straight line. Can you imagine that? And that's it. So the idea of this one is to actually show us automated controls. On the sensor, the idea of this is to detect objects around the ship and to activate the key, which when return will activate the lasers in this case. So let's get the sensors put in, and we will increase, let's increase the range to see what happens. So detection enemy, and when they detect, this will actually press, will actually give a key. So if we put a laser on its side, there we go. So if you press Y, we need to put Y as a key binding for the laser. Y. So let's try to see what that does. Right, I think I've done something wrong. Let's see what happened here. So detection enemies, I don't think, what? Targets, right. So let's detect a target. Mission target, there we go. So launch drone, and it's still not doing anything. I think I promise you, the first time I've done it, it did work. Let's increase the range a bit. I forgot to put the power. Now let's try that again. So as you can see, the range is quite long, as I have put it to 56. Right, so it's not target. Let's put enemies. And let's try again. There we go. So as you can see, you need to be careful of what you're putting in there. There we go. So that's that. So let's start. There we go. We're finished. So this looks easy enough. Autonomous racing. This is quite fun. In this case, we can actually put parts that will follow certain things. So let's put the fuel tanks in here. 1, 2. I don't know why I like 2 of them. So you've got the thrusters, which will follow, in this case, the the next waypoint. So you will see the waypoint and it will it will follow it. So let's go. So the white dot here is the actual waypoint. So as soon as the ship will start moving, it will move as well. So let's put a button here to activate them. So activate, let's use W, and then so this button, this is the button that we used first, that will activate an output key automatically, and these drones will be activated by those buttons. So let's see what that does. There you go. As you can see, the drone is following the waypoint, and as the waypoint is moving across, so do the thrusters, the automatic thrusters we've put on. And there we are, going across the finish line. That seems easy enough. I wonder when we will get those in the game, in the actual game. Right, so this is a directional sensor which will point towards the target. If the target moves left or right from it, it will activate a key, so left or right. Let's put a rear thruster so we can move the ship forward. That will output W, and this will be activated by W. And now this is the sensor. Let's see, so the first time I've put it on, I've put it in this position, and I've used the thrusters like they showed in the clip of the tutorial. So when I put follow the waypoint, so if the waypoint is tilted right, press D. If it's tilted left, press A, and then I've pressed, so if it's tilted right, press D. So D, I need to make this, so it's going to be D here, and this one here. And I thought, yeah, that's me finished. So when I started, nothing happened. What did I do? So as I've said, I've already done this bit, and it doesn't work. I forgot to put the fuel again. If that doesn't classify as an absolute noob, nothing does. There we go. So eventually it will go to the end. So I didn't know what was wrong with it. And then I realized that the directional thruster needs to actually be rotated. So you've got this, there we go. So you've got this bit here, this gray bit, this is the center of it. That will tell you where the front of the sensor is. There we go. So let's try now. It is a bit busy, isn't it? I mean, because it is doing continuous adjustments, it will go left and right, left and right. It's not as smooth as the previous ones, isn't it? There we go. So that was that. Let's try to see if we can make it a bit less busy. There we go. Launch now. There you go. This is a bit more smooth. And I think overall this isn't using as much fuel as it used in the other one. There we go, and across the finish line again. So this is the entire tutorial that we're gonna get. It looks okay if you ask me, and we will have to see what it looks in the actual single player game, which we will do in the next video. Okay guys, this is it for today. If you liked what you saw, do hit the like button. If you didn't like it, don't do anything too harsh. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss on future videos. Until next time, take care.